And so we're going to level on camera?
We might as well at least level right now. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So if you guys want to do that right now.
Quick question, Kelly.
Quick answer.
Can I use the head as an improvised weapon?
Can
I throw it at somebody?
Yeah, you totally throw it at someone. It does like a D4 damage.
Sick.
Either that or I figure it should be like an automatic +4 to intimidate.
Yeah.
Just have it on my belt.
Just don't do it too often because that's definitely not good.
It's true.
Your alignment's slowly going to shift towards chaotic jab.
And I don't want that. I want to avoid that. But I do also like the idea of having it like a pure intimidation tool. I'm 3 feet tall. I'm not an intimidating person.
That's half as tall as you are.
Yeah.
So, hold on one second. Welcome to Dork Tales After Dork.
The dorkening.
The dorkening. I'm going to get Michael to actually make a Dork Tales After Dork logo so that we can slap it on. So, After Dork is a post-episode wrap-up and chat-up. This session, we are leveling to level 2 in Starfinder against the Aeon Throne. Yeah, so anyway, guys level up. I trust you. Make some rolls. Do some stuff. Remember that ones are... When you roll a 1, it's always cocked.
I have no idea how leveling works in this system.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. So I've actually got the whole thing open right here, so we can just walk through it step by step.
Dope.
So step 1, apply any ability increases. We don't have any at this level, so that's totally fine. So step 2, add new class features. So basically we need to go take a look at your classes, and then we add some stuff to it. So what's your class there? Which class do you want to add? What class do you want to go up in?
Stick to operative.
Operative,
That's my opinion.
Operative. Okay, operative. Let's jump over to operative. Classes. That's a mechanic. Mystic. Getting there.
Also, would I be able to improvise a scope for my hunting rifle to turn into a sniper?
No.
Damn.
You could just get a sniper rifle.
Yeah, sniper rifles are not too hard to get.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, just sell this loot.
That's what I planned. That was my original plan, yeah.
One of the things I really like about this game is how if you have a ship with I think it's like a tech bay, if you want to sell something, you can just turn it directly into credits. Because you basically have a 3D printer and you hand it to it and it goes, and then it hands you back out the credits. You only get like 10%. You only get like a tenth of the credits for the item. So you have to shove in a few good number of items.
Yeah.
But once you have those credits, you can just most equipment you can just kind of purchase as long as you got the engineering skills to build it.
There's this base currency that the universe runs off of that everything is made up of. It's U something or other. It's the base components of pretty much everything that gets built.
It's 3D printer credits. That's what instead of having money like gold, it's these manufacturing credits. So you actually just kind of feed them into a machine and then you roll for some stuff, and depending on how good your engineering skills, it just takes some X amount of time to build, and you get a new item. But to get stuff that you can only build stuff of your level. So you only get good higher quality gear. You want to get stuff that's higher level than you are. You have to buy it.
Yeah, I want a wicked sniper rifle.
Yep, we'll see if we can get that for you. Anyway, first off, you good sir, get evasion. So that goes onto your back of your sheet.
Yep, it's a class feature.
Yeah, so we're just where it says class features, powers. Yeah, that big section at the top.
Feats right here, right?
Nope, not feats. Up above, it's class
abilities.
Christine, your base attack bonus goes up by 1.
And that's evasion.
Yep, that is evasion.
Your
and what
reflex
does that
bonus
do?
goes up by 1.
Basically means that if you make a reflex save, if you make a reflex save against an effect that allows a partial effect on a successful save, for example, hand grenades. Normally you suffer half damage. If you have evasion, you suffer no damage.
Okay.
So that's what that does.
So if you pass the save, you get no damage.
Base attack goes up by 1.
Take.
Okay, so it becomes
if you get a save for partial effect, you instead take no effect.
Okay. Save for partial effect, take no effect.
I'll let you look at that.
You only get this when you're unencumbered and wearing light or no armor. So keep that in mind. And then you get an operative exploit.
Is that in abilities as well?
Yeah. So these ones you'll probably want to look at because it's the list. So if you want to look it up on your phone, if you got the.
So Mike, another thing to note is your base attack bonus goes up by 1.
Oh, yeah, and your reflex and will saves go up by 1.
Yeah. So look at your base attack bonus. It should be a +0.
Yes.
It is now a +1, and that affects all attacks that you make because you're getting to be a better shot. Also, if you look up at your saving throws. In Starfinder, you have only 3 of them instead of 6 that you have in 5e. Your reflex and your will save both go up.
Where it says
from 2 to a 3.
Yeah, where it says base save goes up by 1 number.
Yeah, so it goes from 2 to a 3. Your fort stave, like Christine, nothing happens to it.
And then you gain 6 HP.
Ooh.
And then for your stamina points, you gain
Oh yeah, that's a good
6 plus your Constitution modifier.
6 plus con.
one. Oh yeah, you don't
How do
roll
you
anymore.
How do you
7,
determine how
8.
many hit points you get?
It's off your class. Your class just gives you a lump.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
static
okay.
now.
Okay.
And so, do I add that 6 for hit points? Do I add that 6 to my current as well?
Yes. Yeah. You just don't regenerate any of the ones that you've lost.
Okay, so
I
that
think
puts
that's
me
a
at
nice middle
7
ground.
right now.
What
Yeah.
about non-lethal ones?
Non-lethal, I believe, counts as normal.
Yeah, I think it only matters if you run out of hit points with it.
It only matters if it's to like the face or the testicles.
Oh, this is cool.
And then the last thing you get to do is you get to get some
You make a roll or
skills.
something?
So your
Yeah,
skills are
but
8
even
plus
if
your
you
intelligence
fail,
modifier.
They're still flat-footed against
8
your
plus
attack.
intelligence
When you
modifier?
succeed,
Yeah.
it's flat-footed against all your
So
party.
figure out the number.
So
That's-
8, 9, 10,
That's
11.
rough.
So 11. So
auto
now see where it says
flat-footed
ranks
so
in your
there you
in your
see,
skill
auto goes
sheet,
down for
right?
me.
You can you get to
But if I
place.
succeed, it goes down for everybody.
You said
Oh,
11,
that's
right?
really nice.
You get to add 11 to anything in there, but the max anything can be is 2.
Okay, so I can bump 11 of these up to 2.
Yeah. You actually get to add 11 points across that entire rank.
You get 11
But
ranks.
the
to
max you can have in any one of those numbers is 2.
start. You
Okay.
can never have more ranks than your level.
Okay.
All right, and that's you done. That's it.
And you can also spend you can spend those into any skill period. They don't have to be ones you've already bought.
Okay.
Like you only get that +3 class bonus if it's a class skill. But say you wanted to get knowledge or mysticism because you're like, I've been getting spiritual. So you could buy 2 ranks of that. You just wouldn't have a very high bonus for it.
Okay, so we'll be technomancer.
Okay.
So yeah, spend 11 points. Max of 2 in any single one. Max of 2 total. And then I didn't look at how many skill points you get. And then Chris, you're just handling yourself?
Yep.
I don't
Alright.
know what skill points I get.
All right. So first off, let's go through just from the top here. Your base attack bonus is going to go up by 1.
Hey, look, you can hit something.
Hooray!
And you get a magic hack.
Yep. That's actually a pretty cool ability, if I recall. So then your will save. So that +2 right there is going to go to +3, and then you can recalculate it.
Alright.
Okay.
I think this is where I would switch the
Then
level, yeah.
your spells per day stay exactly the same, so no change there. And you get the magic hack ability, so we can go into that section. So what magic hack does? You have carefully studied the forces that define magic and can manipulate them. You learn your first magic hack at 2nd level, and you learn additional magic hack every 3 levels thereafter. When casting a spell, you can apply no
You're
more
going
than
faint?
1 magic hack that affects the attributes of a spell. So basically you get to do some crazy stuff with.
You doing okay, Krista?
I'm thinking. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just paying attention.
So you basically you get to pick anything off of this list from there to there.
Oh, okay.
So you get to kind of have some fun with that.
Are these meta magics?
I was going to
Yeah,
say they're
essentially,
meta
they're small meta magics. Yeah. So
What kind of spells are you focusing on?
electricity.
Useful ones.
Yeah. Well, that's I'm very
Can I take a
very
look?
much
Sure. Actually,
this is
maybe
all
what we
I
should
have
do
right
before
now.
that, I'll just give her the book.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe just take care of the base stat stuff.
Yeah.
And then she can
Alright.
she could just search for if that works for you.
Sure. I was going to take a look real quick though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just look over your shoulder and just get the numbers I need.
5 and 5.
5. Okay. So other things are going to happen. Your hit points are going to go up by 5.
Nice. My paladin bonus.
Now my hit points were full, so I can save. I'm
Yeah, so
still
they're both-
full?
they're
Okay.
both-
Basically, just
go up.
count yourself a full.
Okay.
And then your stamina points will go up by 5 plus your Constitution modifier. So it's going to be another 8.
That's a big jump.
Yeah. The early levels you tend to get a lot tougher with each level.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's that.
So, Krista, looking at your magic hacks, the ones that I would recommend for you personally, just giving it a quick look, counter tech, robot influence, and and quick scan.
Okay.
Quick scan is great. You look at a drive and can basically get a sense of what data's on it,
Cool.
which
Like
is
a
a
data
very
pad.
Krista type of thing to do.
Oh, pardon me. Oh, get my character back here.
Hey, James,
Yeah.
what was the operative thing that I was looking up?
Oh, okay. So on page 95, because I remember looking
Are you
at
checking the Star Hacker wiki?
Well, I'm just putting it in because I only have 3%, so I just want to get my Google search.
Okay.
Done.
Okay, I was assuming you were looking at the PDF. I've got the PDF on here. I can show it to you.
Okay.
And then you can just read through and find stuff you want. You can save your battery because I got.
There's like a
50% left. I'm good.
Oh, there was a power cord on the floor. We'll get it next time.
Yeah.
So basically, you get an operative special ability at second level.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
It's whatever they call it. They name it something different for every class. Like Christine's are improvisations. So
mine are called feats.
Straight up.
Yeah, seriously, I like it. Combat feats.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go with quick scan.
I just wanted to see like what was thematic, and that seemed very you.
Yeah.
I want to know things about the setting.
A new cantrip and a new second level spell.
Nice, that's really good. So while you're leveling up, there was one thing I wanted to ask real quick. Presently,
I actually had it open right to the right spot.
the module is designed for only 4 characters, and there are 5 of you. So, do you want me to keep going as is, or do you want me to try to level out the encounters a little to make them a little harder from here on in?
Going by our rolls.
Well, it also seems like you guys are like really mowing through things.
Yeah.
I'd say those bots gave us a pretty good challenge, although that might change. Like with this new level here, we're going to be significantly tougher. So, I would say what I would say is that play it by ear. I'd probably keep it at the same level for the moment. See how things are going, and then you just modify things if you think you need to.
Nice.
So you tune it.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just want pain. What do you want?
Sorry, one second.
That's
I'm
fine.
trying to write this down.
Though in reality, I agree with James. But I'm kind of like,
I
no,
kind of
let's
feel
do
like we've
the
been
things.
taking a lot of time to get through small encounters, and that if they ever got bigger, like if the reinforcements had shown up, we would have been screwed.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't like we keep rolling okay, but then we also roll really badly all at once. So maybe see how we do with this higher level.
So I'm curious because we had a conversation about this before. What's your opinion on this versus the way that generic runs? Like both of you, because you're in that game.
Generic? Yeah, a lot of the combat just seems to go really quick.
Yeah. Combat
You know,
seems to be
it
really
just
quick.
it just flows really well. I mean, part of our roles too. I mean,
The giant spider fight was ridiculous.
the giant spider fight was ridiculous.
We had a boss fight with a giant, like a level
None of
5
us got
Gorgon.
hit.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't do a single point of damage to any PC.
Oof.
And then we had another little fight after that. And
They got 4 crits against the thing. Oh yeah. They got another fight against a shadow demon that showed, or
it was a spike demon.
yeah, a spiny
whatever it
devil.
is. Yeah,
and they
Spiny
killed
Devil.
it before it had an action.
Yeah, like it took 3 magic missiles to it for a bit of damage, and then my character comes in with his bow, and he's just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I've had a long day. And I think I rolled like 20-something damage on this poor thing.
It had 20 hit
Oof.
points, maybe.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, no, it was a really quick fight. It was good. You guys just... I'll warn you. Actually, Mike, I don't have to warn you. You weren't there. Just keep your dragon girl happy. Because she owns that sword.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, she owns all your magical equipment.
Yeah, it's true.
Haha, comprehend languages. Take that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's so good. Especially if I'm going to be breaking into computers.
Yeah.
What counts as a trick attack?
It depends if you need money and you're just willing to do... Oh, you know what? A trick attack is for shooting kids.
I think it's
Tricks are just for kids.
I think it's a specific combat maneuver.
Or
Okay.
rabbits.
No, it's a trick attack is something you can do. I think it's kind of like sneak attack, but it's like anytime.
Isn't that the one that does an additional D4?
Something like no, but it does some stuff like that. I think it lets you activate certain things. So let me just jump over there. I'll take a look at it.
All right, so the quotes from tonight's game. What's a trick attack? Trick attacks are for kids. When the drone enters rage.
God damn it.
In the grimdark future, every request for death is oddly specific. And faulty drift plug.
Faulty drift plug.
Okay.
Oh, I got it here. So, trick attack. You can trick or startle a foe and then attack it when she drops her guard. As a full action, you can move up to your speed.
So improvisation.
Whether or not
sounds
you
like
moved,
I can
you can
choose
make an attack with a
again,
melee
again,
weapon
again,
with the
again,
operative
again.
special ability,
This is
or with any
fantastic.
small arm. So
I
any
believe
pistol.
you can.
Okay.
Just-
Who are you?
Yeah. Just before making the attack, attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check. Or a check associated with your
Unacceptable.
specialization if you've got
A
one.
standard
At a
action
DC of
is your
20 plus
attack
your
action,
target's
isn't it?
challenge rating.
Okay. So I basically have to use
If you
this
succeed at
and then
that
on
check,
the
you
next
deal an
turn.
additional 1d4 damage,
That's
and the
usually how
target is
feigning works.
flat-footed.
Okay.
But if
So
you
basically, you
succeed,
leave
it's
them
good.
vulnerable for all the rest of us. Too.
And you can just and I can roll to do that whenever I make an attack.
Right. So basically, you basically say, "I'm going to make a trick
It's a
attack."
bluff. It's a skill
You
check.
make a you
What's
you
your bluff
move
bonus?
up you
8.
move up to 30 feet. Then you
And
make your
still haven't
attack.
spent point this round, have you?
And
And
then you make your
guess
check.
what?
If your check
I'm pretty sure that's
succeeds,
on the list.
you do it.
For
So the
expertise.
DC 20 plus
I get
target
expertise
CR.
next level.
Which
I-
adds half a
So
year or
that's
something?
basically something a number he'll
56.
produce for you. So it'll be like 21, 22,
I
23
can
kind
pick
of range.
another
So if I
50
pass
something
that-
next level,
But
I
if you
think
if you
plus
pass
is on the
that,
list.
right, you still get to do the attack either
So
way.
I could add
But if you
expertise
succeed
to
at
be
it,
adding
you do
a
an extra
D6 that
D4
way
damage,
every time.
Pretty broken.
and their and their
Okay.
AC is down by 2. So it's easy. You do more damage, and it's easier to hit them.
There's so much math going on.
Okay. Cool.
That's just. So my new improvisation
Okay.
is clever feint.
Okay.
So I can make, as a standard action, make an enemy within 60 feet.
Mhm.
Has to make a DC check, and what is it? They have to save against my bluff check or whatever.
Okay.
Do I save? No, I just have to make a bluff check.
Yep.
And succeed.
Okay.
Well, I don't even have to succeed.
Yeah.
If I don't succeed, they're flat-footed against me until the
Okay.
end of my next turn.
Okay.
So I can hit them when they're flat-footed in my next turn.
Okay. That makes it.
If I succeed, they are flat-footed to all of my party.
Oof. Yeah. Okay.
Improvisations, I can just
Yeah.
Yeah. Every
repeat
round.
and repeat
That-
and repeat
that's-
and
and
repeat.
then-
That's your thing.
And
And
then
you
what
know-
happens at next level?
Well, next level, I get an expertise.
Oh dear.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure bluff is on the
Here.
list of things I can choose for expertise.
Roll this.
Okay.
You added D6.
So, Christine, I have to beat a DC 23 bluff check.
No.
Oh,
Actually,
sorry.
because you add 8 on top of that
Oh,
as well.
oh, no, 'cause you
it's a skill check.
No, I'll add, by that point, 10. Because that's 2
yeah.
more levels of skills, so that's a 33?
So you would have to beat a 33.
Yeah,
on this?
okay. I got a 14 if
Yeah.
I'm a normal character.
Learning languages is culture, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do take a point in that.
I took an art class and now I can speak Swahili.
Yep.
So
that's how that works, right?
your opinion
That's how
on
I learned
this?
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's called uncanny mobility. When you make a trick attack, if you choose the target of your attack before you move, your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity from that target. So that means you can close within right up to them,
And you can escape them.
and you can escape them. When you use your standard action to move, you can choose one creature. You don't provoke attacks of opportunity from that creature for this movement.
That's pretty good if you're trying to get through squares.
So I could just get through a square that an enemy is occupying.
Yeah. So long as it was just one, yeah. Like you could, or you could dance right around somebody without making an acrobatics roll. It also would be really good. So say you have a giant Vesk with one of those axe things in your face, and you're like, I pick you. I don't provoke against you, and then you just run.
Yeah.
You don't do a 5 foot. You just get the hell out.
I think that sounds pretty
And then
good
you run
for
and
someone
hide
that's
behind
3
the other
feet tall.
Vesk.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good one. It's basically you're that little shit that no one can hit.
Yeah. I think that's really good for that.
I think it's a good one. Yeah.
Also, I bumped my intimidation up now to +9.
How is it a plus?
Jesus.
How is it a +9?
I was like, I'm gonna be intimidating. I'm gonna go
Well,
for a
because-
7.
How many ranks do you have? 2?
I have 2 ranks.
Yeah.
My class bonus is 3, my ability mod is 3, and my misc mod is 1.
How do you have a mismod of 1 on intimidation? You're a halfling.
Right?
How? What?
Maybe double check it because it might be something that's specific situation.
What was your
Because you
Pilot.
do get those sometimes. Where it's only specific
What's the
situation
one
that
from
you get to
then?
add that.
The Misc mod.
Oh, you know what? It's because you're an operative.
Yeah.
And operatives get a +1 on every skill they have. Or
Yes,
something
they do.
Like that.
That's the miscellaneous mod.
Because operatives
The misc
are
mod.
stupid good at
Yeah.
skill checks.
And so I got that extra one. So I have Intimidate 9 now, and I'm
At
a
level
3
2.
foot at level 2, and I'm
Wow.
a 3'1", 35-pound halfling.
Yeah, me too. I've got Intimidate 9.
I will crawl inside
yeah,
of you
little guys.
and lay an egg of
Oh
hate.
yeah.
I have an Intimidate of 4.
You're too big to be intimidating. In the grimdark future, small things are scary.
My
I'm
highest is
intimidated -1.
stealth and sleight of hand at 8.
My pilot is 14.
I'm gonna have to.
We don't talk about your pilot.
Did you buy that up?
You can buy it up to 2. You can.
I added a second. I added a
Oh,
second.
and it's
rank
14
to that.
now?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
14 now.
Alright.
Yeah, I gotta see if there's more feats.
Do you get a second feat?
Yeah, because that's pretty much the soldier special thing.
Yeah.
We get a feat pretty much every level because we get bonus ones on the even levels, and everyone gets one on the odd. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just swimming in feats.
There you go. Thank you.
But I gotta find one that works for me. 'Cause
All right. So everybody's doing pretty well leveling up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hurt you more later.
I have 15 credits.
Then I'm trying to think what else we should talk about. I'm just gonna kind of just chat out at the table. So yeah, that was okay. It was good. I'm gonna hurt you next session. It's good.
It's okay. I'm gonna intimidate the fuck out of a cadet.
Yeah. I want this mod to have a little more room for role playing. Like I feel like there's a lot of combat, and it just kind of like it's a little too streamliney.
well, I think that's basically the nature of a lot of the modules. I think if you designed your own game, like there would be.
Oh, I do. Since
Yeah.
I've started doing like generic, and it's weird running generic because it's not as smooth on camera as I like. And it's because I'm not used to running on camera, and 2, I'm not used to running Dungeons and Dragons, which kind of has that expectation, right? Like in a lot of like World of Darkness stuff I run, there's like a combat every like 3 or 4 sessions.
Yeah.
Or if you have a combat, it's usually like, hey, I'm a vampire and you're a street tough.
So, sorry, was it a language per rank in culture?
Yes.
I was just about to ask. Okay, so
The
I
languages.
They are.
So I get a new one now.
Yeah, they're in. You can look them up there.
so there is a common, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, Space
Okay.
Common.
So as a
I'm just gonna read it out.
android, I get common
Bi-
and whatever my like home planet is.
Do you get
but-
binary or non-binary?
I'm not a robot, Kelly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say not.
I was
gonna
say, isn't Noah? Don't they conform to non-binary?
Yeah, exactly. You're
so
right.
it's
correct.
it's just ones and -0 or negatives.
Precisely
one.
anti-binary.
Anti-binary.
Okay,
If it touches
so,
binary, it explodes.
so actual question.
Yeah.
It's the rules are you get common and whatever planet you're from.
Mhm.
But I had put down Absalom Station, which common is the language there. So
Pick
any
one.
suggestions on a language?
Yeah, totally. Hold on.
How about
gonna-
Islanti?
I'm gonna take that. I just took a rank in culture, so I'm gonna take Icelandic because I was listening to it.
I have no culture.
So
Except
I would
my miss mod of
say-
1.
You know what I would say? Take either Lashunta or Cassathas. Or Cassathasian?
Kasatha.
Casatha.
Kasatha.
Cassava.
I'm gonna take the other one because I can say it.
So you could also take Elvish.
I'm gonna take Lashunta.
You could
Okay.
take halfling, and we could talk in halfling.
There
So
you go.
I'm
all
gonna read out the prevalent languages. Common, the most prevalent tongue in the Pact Worlds, is believed to be based on one of the old human languages of Galarian. So there's Akatonian, which are the inhabitants of Akaton. Aklo, inhabitants of the Dominion of the Black. Breathaden. You'd have to know so much backstory to really get this. So there's all of the main races have their own language, right? So like Isoki and so on. Other languages, somewhat less common, but they're often encountered by scholars, spellcasters, and those doing business on their speakers' respective homeworlds. Abyssal, Aquan, Arcanon, which is for inhabitants of Arcanon and Osoro, Oran, air, Aslanti, Celestial, Draconic, Drow, Dwarven, Elven, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Ignan, Infernal, Callow, Nchaki, Orc, Sarsian, Shobad, and Terran.
I took Orc. so I know what my orcish death metal is saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, actually, I've got another
Make a
question.
nice pie for your mother. It's her birthday, don't you know?
This
Yes.
is not what I was expecting.
Then rip her guts out and floss with them.
There we
You
go.
don't want gingivitis when you're biting off her face.
I'm so confused. It's like that tool.
Bake a pie out of your mother. It's her birthday.
This went
Where you were expecting.
where I was expecting.
So, you get a language per point of culture that you have?
Per rank.
Per rank of
Per
culture.
rank,
Okay.
yeah, not the total score. That would be ridiculous. I speak 42 languages, and all I had to do was buy up my charisma.
I was gonna say, like, dang.
There's probably a feat for that.
I had a D&D
You know, I might
character
add
that
a
was
rank
like
in the
that.
culture.
I had to take a point in
Um,
every language.
You
And
have
then everyone but Druid.
Druid.
And so as soon as she hit 20 level in Wizard, she was going to take a level in Druid just so she could learn Druidic.
I think there was one of my favorite sort of
I don't know.
D&D Pathfinder characters was one that, because of a bunch of background stuff that the game master set up for the world and things that happened in game, it was just like, wait, so everything is a pattern in this world, and this character was able to sort of devouring and taking on the forms of all the patterns around it. And so it was like, so language as a concept, it was its own sort of spiritual hierarchy.
Mhm.
So it was its own sort of entity. So it was like, so like I read a book once by putting my hand on it, and then like the book was empty, but I had read it, so I had absorbed the knowledge. And so like I was like, so if I just save up a bunch of skill points, would I have the ability with this character to, as soon as I learn a language, to digest the hierarchy of that language and like understand it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was just like, okay, great. So I just had like about 5 or 6 skill points just kind of sitting there, just like, hey, do I know that language? Nope, I do now. Hey, do
I
I know
take
that
best.
language? Nope, I do now.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yes! Sweet. We can finally
I
have
literally
meaningful
numbered
conversations.
you all. And
You
I was like,
can
okay, Vesk, Halfling, Orcish, up
Doesn't
in the
matter.
air.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
an orc.
Christine, how do I spell Isoki?
Why?
Soki.
S-O-K-I.
S-O-K-Y?
Why?
Why S-O-K-Y?
Why?
K-I.
Oh,
Why? S-O-K-Y.
I can now speak Isoki, so now we can have
Nice.
we can have mini person conversations.
That language thing got, I kind of retired that character.
Oh,
when,
and how do I, what
I
do I add for health?
inadvertently ended up hearing the language of true speech, and that language itself was what formed the world by it basically being spoken into reality. So it's just like, there's going to be a mountain here because I said it, so the words make that happen. I was like, wait, did I just hear the true speech in this world? And it's like, shit.
Skill point.
Oh my god! So you can just basically become God.
It wasn't portrayed that powerful, but I was just like, there are just too many applications of this that are
Yes.
outside the. I need to retire this character.
That's a lot of rounding up.
We had fun with that character.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you gain 6 plus con in stamina points,
That was
and
my
you
game,
gain
by the way.
6 hit
Yeah.
points.
Okay.
So
So 8 in con, or stamina, so that goes
Oh,
to
so
16.
16 and
It
12.
was just like, Mike, you know what? You're a little bird. Alright? Like, you're just in the branch, and I'm like, hey, come over here. Your entire, like,
Sorry, it was 6 hit
spiritual
points?
existence is rewritten so that you come over to me.
So it should be 12.
You realize what's going on like
8
the moment
plus
after you
6.
do it, but not till after you
What
do
do you
it.
have 8 to start with?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's just-
OP.
Which is why I was just like, I don't think
How
I
many
can
hit
play
points
this
did you have
guy
to start?
anymore.
Yeah.
8. Don't forget to check race and
I'm looking at it.
fancy thing.
What does race give you?
I don't know.
So race gives you a one-time block of hit points,
Oh, okay.
and then your classes give you the rest. So you should have
Oh,
one block
yeah,
of race,
yeah.
two blocks of.
I can't argue with you because you would know.
You're Yusoki, so you started with 2 hit points plus 6. So
Oh.
now you get plus 6 now. So 14.
Okay.
I have 12 hit points. Oh yeah. Oh, do we regain our resolve points?
No.
After you rest.
After you
Okay,
rest.
like
And-
long
Yeah.
rest.
And
go
you
up?
gain.
Sorry?
They do.
Resolve points go up?
Resolve.
Your half your level rounded down a minimum of 1 plus your key ability modifier.
which for me is charisma, I believe. So I gained 5 resolve points.
So
Oh no, that's the total. So,
That's the total. Okay,
yeah.
no, I was asking if it goes up.
So you have 5 resolve points. What'd you have before?
5.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you have
At
it.
4th level, it would go up by 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So our resolve doesn't go.
So
up
I think
to
at 4th level, you also get an ability score increase, so it might go up again.
Yeah,
Think about this.
So
I've got 20 stamina and 18 hit points.
Too many feats.
so at 4th level we
takes
can
time.
actually increase one of our ability scores.
Yep,
I
by
believe
1.
so.
One of them by 1, eh?
Yeah. It kind of makes you long for 5th ed, where it's one of them or 2 of them by 1 or 2, one of them by 2.
I do like the smoothness of 5th ed.
Yeah. Oof. All right. So, I think I'm going to call it here for tonight because it's getting a little late. We have some other stuff in the future. We're going to do some board gaming nights coming up because Christine picked up a copy of Gloomhaven for me for my birthday. And it is like, it's the size of this table. Like, it's this deep. And like it's 2 board games stacked on top of each other. It's like
the box is about that long, about like that wide, and about that tall.
like it's the size of like 3
it's-
copies of Arkham Horror.
Jesus.
It's like
It's huge.
It's got 17 playable characters and 79 different scenarios or something like that. It's a living game too, so every time you play it, it permanently changes.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So we're gonna start doing some Dork Tales board game nights.
that sounds awesome.
It's gonna be rad. And then I've also
Friday.
what's that?
Friday.
Yeah, no, I've got too many people. So, and then on top of that, we've got a couple of games that just came in the mail finally from Magpie Games. One of which is Masks, which is a superhero game that run off the Apocalypse engine, which I'm really excited about, and I've already got so many supervillains created.
No, I'm sorry.
I've got a guy named Metalhead, another guy named Crime Wave.
Crime Wave.
Crime Wave is great, man. He's this big black dude that looks kind of like the Michael Clark Duncan Kingpin.
Nice.
But he's just like this really nice guy who can I don't know if he controls like air, if he's a waterbender or something. Because Crime Wave,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Actually, he might be some
Light.
Lowen in that case. Yeah,
Uses light.
yeah. But it's gonna be cool. And then I got another game that we're gonna run a one shot of called The Ward. I believe it's called The Ward, and it is the Powered by the Apocalypse medical TV drama role playing game.
What?
Yeah, it's basically
it looks
ER
fabulous.
Do you guys just see Caitlin run by?
Yes.
No, but I've already sent her details about it because I'm gonna ruin your life with this. It's gonna be great. It's all of the cheesy medical drama stuff. I was looking at it with James. There's a sleep with someone downtime action. Like it's one of your moves that you get in the game is sleep with someone, and you get bonuses based off. Is it a coworker? Is it someone? You get bonuses to the role. Is it someone who you either work for or works for you? Is it someone from a different department? At one point, do you ask them, is this ever going anywhere? Depending on their answer, it's a -1 if they say no. It's a +1 if they say yes, and it's a -2 if they hesitate before answering.
And what game is this?
It's called I've got it. I'll show you after we log off. But it's basically ER/House, the role playing game.
Or Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. I've already I'm gonna put a poll up that's like, if there was a fictional character, who would be the worst attending physician? Because we already have seen Sherlock Holmes as House. I'm thinking Batman. I don't even know how that would play out, but Batman, the doctor, he just shows him being like, I'll operate on him. Boom! Where's the poison that you fed your daughter? Munchausen episode.
I am the knight.
Dr. Knight, what are you doing?
I'm getting the poison out of his system.
Your name's
You need to
Two-Face.
play Dr. Knight.
Dr. Knight? Dr. McKnight.
Dr. McKnight. Oh my god.
Dr. McKnight. All right, and with that, I think it's time to log out. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. This has been Dork Tales.
Have a good night.
Bye. So, Krista, click stop streaming. Stop! Stop! Stop it!